Here, there is a university providing the first program in Spain on HR global mobility. So I think we are starting to be seen, to be mapped, and HR departments, because business are evolving to have more inclusive, diverse teams, and in diverse and create diverse products, and will want to have an impact overseas. Like, global mobility has a space within those companies. So the challenges regarding global mobility in Spain would be that in some areas we don't, like, the government doesn't implement the EU directives as they should, no? Like, for instance, the posting workers directive or the EU blue card directive. So they have not implemented as other countries within Europe, such as Germany, and then other challenges that there are here in Spain is that we have we have layers of bureaucracy, and by that I mean that we have a lot of things that a lot of bureaucracy within the processes that make them very difficult and complicated. And for me, the last challenge would be that the poor digitalization of the authorities here in Spain. Those three would be, for me, the biggest challenges nowadays. Well, the weather, companies keep attracting employees to Spain because we have a fantastic weather, we have a fantastic culture, we have we have a fantastic culture, no? That helps that helps a lot on this on the decision of finding Spain very attractive for that. My tips would be that here, when authorities maybe do not apply the legislation and so on. So there is a lot of uncertainty regarding the processes, and the information on the website maybe is not as good, as accurate, or as realistic as the process is. So it's super important for the assignees to be able to explain how things in real are. So again, my learnings are communication, explaining every single step on the way and guiding the assignee through every single step on the way makes the process successful. So my tip is communication and driving people under uncertainty, because yes, the authorities and the legislation and the administrative processes are difficult and are not clear.
Not a lot of organizations have mobility people or mobility departments in their organizations. So that's a challenge. But also because it's not so well known and quite new to a lot of organizations, it's a good place to be able to create information that will allow people to sort of go into mobility and educate organizations to be able to understand the importance of having mobility professionals in their organizations. I think because it's new to a lot of organizations, mobility programs can do a lot more educating and not being on the sideline, because it's already evolved in a lot of other countries. So it's easier to be able to educate people because you already have the experience from other countries and how it can benefit the organization. So that is the challenge, but it's also the exciting part of it. I think it's important to understand the support that they need. There are certain things that you would take for granted in other countries that people would be able to pick up on their own. In Italy, I think there's a lot more hand-holding, and you need to be prepared to have loads of questions from assignees who are moving to Italy, because there are a lot of bureaucratic steps that they have to take, and they always need somebody to advise them through that. Thank you for listening.
Bueno, espero que este vídeo sobre España y sobre Global Mobility España os haya gustado. Y veniros a Barcelona.